But I took notes. It's the first speech I've ever written, but don't panic. Because I have to thank a couple. I got first half and the second half for you tonight. But some of these, I have to say this, is watch film as a coach to get ready for a game. I've watched some I've never watched in my life, with the Emmy Awards and all that stuff. Couldn't do it. How they get up there and say hi. Number one, Shauna Barnum is my wife. She's here. And I thank her for raising 2 kids. Because I'm in a profession, and I'm probably too dedicated to it, but it's a profession that can take you away from the house. And she did a heck of a job with Brody and Cooper. My parents are here with my uncle, whose name I carry. There's 2 Bruce Barnums in the house. If you knew me, you know that's scary, but I thank them because there's a lot to this story. You're only going to see a little tiny window because I don't want you falling asleep on your steak, but from them I learned humility, my mom, passion, and it brought me and my uncle tough on the outside and how to have a big heart. And they're here. I mean, culminating in this night. That's huge for me. A foundation. There's administration here. There's 3 of them. And I weave them to a story in my thank yous. Because I got the job. There was not an athletic director. There was a guy sitting there, though, an assistant athletic director, who I had history with. His name is Matt Billings. He's in the crowd. He had history, and he believed in me from a spot that we worked at before. At Idaho State, we were there, trudging through. And somehow we won a Big Sky championship. And he was at Portland State. So he gave me an opportunity. Then I walked into the room of another office, Mike Lund, our sports information director. Because I felt I was ready to be a head coach. I did. I'd taken notes, yada, yada. I said, okay, Mike, what do you have for me? Because we had problems getting people in the seats. We had problems with this and that. And Mike had been through it all. So I sat there, and Mike said, you know, I wouldn't want that. But Mike, he said 2 things that I took. First off, he said, you know what, Barney? If you're yourself, if you be yourself, I don't think anybody's ever seen that. So, okay. He wasn't sure what that meant, positive or negative. Then he said, don't forget to coach the team. Because I got Haley and all these guys, hey, we want to talk. But I always went back to the team for that side of it. The bag in? Okay. My staff's here. Most of them. Because this, to me, I know why I'm here. You know, I put a plan together, and I hired the right people. And there's a lot of them, 8 of them, sitting out in the crowd right now. A couple couldn't because of family, but I wanted to share this with them, so they're here. Our team, we actually have a representative here as one of the top 3 defensive players in the country. He's got a big old picture of it. And win or lose that award, to be sitting in this room, his name's Patrick, but everybody calls him Peanut. He can be sitting in this room right now at the culmination of the FCS 2015 season. Congrats, Peanut, and congrats to all the student athletes out there. I brought my, I'm thanking them and bringing them here. But I told them, look at you guys. I don't know if I'll ever have somebody speak like the first one. And we're going to game tomorrow for a reason. I need to make sure that we recruit the right type of athletes to get here and be in that game. So, 2-part gig. I'd also like to thank the Big Sky Conference. We have 2 representatives. I have my commissioner tonight, Commissioner Gordon. I call him that just because I blessed him. Mr. Fullerton's here. And I've got Oaks. Oaks, I still don't know your name. I call you Oaks, you're a hell of a guy. But thank you, because the Big Sky Conference, it all came together. I wanted to be a head coach in the Big Sky Conference. And it happened. I had that shot. So, and last thank you, and then I'll story, is Mr. Craig Haley. I'll thank everybody in the crowd. But this guy, I started when I got my first year of college coaching, I walked away. was standing up by the weight room. I said, you actually get paid for this. I said, I think I'm going to do this. But I started reading Craig Haley's stuff. He knows a lot about the FCS, a lot about college football. He's become the heart of it, and now it's stats. And he'll be in the hall. He'll be up there giving these speeches and getting the awards soon. Trust me, just from knowing it. Now I'm going to put the phone away. Because when I talk with notes, I said, I'm sorry, I chopped that up. But those people had to be thanked. And I probably forgot some. A while ago, actually I'll back up a little more. Growing up, we had 3 channels on the television in Mobile, Alabama. And my parents would get out and, climb a tree. We had 3 channels, and we only got to watch them on Sunday. On Sunday, and we only got to watch 2 shows. I still have memorized the number, the Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I know it, that's the only show I got to watch. And I was here an hour early to make sure I got my seat. And then we watched Disney. That was a 30-minute show. I watched that just because the TV was cool. I hated the show, but every once in a while, either a rocket shooting up or a something sports. And a football game would come on about once a year. And I saw a man on TV, and as a kid, I mean, it's auto here, not now, because we have, 369 channels. Those are just sports channels. And you can click through everything. But back then, to see somebody on television was a big deal. To me, a kid, growing up. And then, switch forward, I'm looking for what to do with my life and my career after going to Eastern Washington University. And a tugboat captain, or this and that, and this and that, and I'm coaching. And then somebody pushed me to my first college job. They said, Barney, you're not going to coach high school football. I think it was because of my language. But then I went out. And that first college job, they have a national convention, which is down in San Antonio, right after this. A national convention. I went to a national convention, and my dad was in the service. I was born Andrews Air Force Base, Maryland, so this career, this world to me, it was a TV world. And I went to that convention, and I went to register. There's 10,000 coaches at this thing. And I had no history with anybody. And I sneak in the back curtain, because the line was just turned off. They closed it. And right next to me was a man. He kind of nudged me out of the way, honestly. But we got in there. Since we were in there, they let us register. We started talking, and it was closed, so it was just him and I. And we sat at a round table, and we started drinking soda. He had water, I had soda. And he started going, because if you knew him, he could tell stories. Probably better than me. And he kept going, and I was in awe, and I tried not to show it. I didn't want him to know that I was starstruck. But what he did, I'm searching for a profession. I'm looking what I want to be great at. I wanted to be great at something. And I went through it, and then we started writing letters to each other. And then I go to another job. And he kept writing me letters. I have one framed. I have a room out back with trophies out in the garage. And I have one of my favorite letters from him out there. I framed it. It was the motivation for me as a coach in the college profession to tell me, keep doing, you can do this. This is possible. It doesn't matter that you don't know anybody. If you work hard and you treat people right, that's what he taught me. A brief window. He'll never know it, but his family will. And now I'm getting his award. Eddie Robinson took care of me and treated me like I was the most important person at that convention for about 25 minutes over a soda. And I said, you kidding me? I told my parents about it. I told my brother about it. I was so excited, and it fueled me to try to get to the point we did this past year. So, to receive an award, and I know there's mix-ups with the names, but from 1987, this used to be the Eddie Robinson National Coach of the Year Award. Okay? Right now, it's a beautiful thing. It stamps you guys are nails. You're bringing this together, the market for FCS football. But I am truly honored to have an award, to be presented an award that had his name on it. He meant a lot to me, and FCS football means a lot to me. Congrats to all the people here. And I know I spoke a long time, Haley, but this is a cool deal. Thank you.
Pick up extra phones.